it's time to get a bit exploitive with this game. Shall we? Hey guys, EndoPlasmite here. We're back with the next episode of EndoPlasmite Plays Pokemon LeafGreen. Last time around, we completed the final part of the Trainer Tower, and as specified at the end of the previous episode, I was going to be doing a little bit of training behind the scenes. So we're actually in the perfect stages for what we need to do. We're going to actually give this a try for the first time, and we're going to do the duplicate item mail glitch. So, the steps for what needs to happen supposedly is, as you saw with it, have only 3 Pokemon on the team. Make sure that the order is Farfetch'd, any random Pokemon, then Mr. Mime. Next, I need to give Slowbro Berry. And then I need to give Mr. Mime Retro Mail. When prompted, to leave a message on the mail, select anything. Abra is usually the easiest one. Remember the message. I mean, Abra is the one, so... So it specifies that, well, hold on, I probably should cut. That'll probably help me out a bit too. Versus Seeker on a double battle. I'm gonna make sure that I save. Make sure to save first. It literally says that in the description for how to do this. Okay. During the double battle, Farfetch'd and your random Pokemon should be out. Make sure your random Pokemon gets hurt enough so it uses the Orient Berry to restore 10 health. Agility for now. I'm gonna use Water Gun for now. That's not cool. Is not cool. We need to stop that. So I realized part of my problem. Yeah, that doesn't help me out. Hold on. Okay, I've changed things up. Used a Pokemon that's probably more likely to actually be involved in taking the hit. So now let's try this again, shall we? I still want to try to do the same strategy as starting off before with, and get one of these 2 Pokemon fainted. Or at least enough to make it hurt. That's not enough to make it hurt. That's also the wrong Pokemon. That's the right one. Not enough. about to hit the strategy point. Alright, so use the Oran Berry. Once the random Pokemon uses the Oran Berry, have Farfetch'd use Knockoff on the random Pokemon, but switch it out for the Mr. Mime. And then I'll knock off the male. After the male's been knocked off, have Mr. Mime use Recycle, which should bring back the Oran Berry instead. Okay, now we just need to finish the battle. Finish the battle. Okay, now what we're supposed to do is go back to the Pokemon Center and add 3 random Pokemon to fill the party. To keep things safe, I will just hit it as withdrawal versus move. So, 1, 2, and it says do not change the position of Farfetch'd, the random Pokemon, or Mr. Mime. I give every Pokemon, except Farfetch'd, a retro mail with the same message as the first retro mail we gave Mr. Mime. So, all of them need to say Abra in this case. Just being cautious is all, that's why I'm being quiet. Just making sure that I don't mess this up. Okay. All Pokemon except Farfetch'd have a retro mail with the same message. Make Farfetch'd hold the item you want to duplicate. So... okay. I will use this as a start. Make Farfetch'd hold the item you want to duplicate, giving him the max revive. Replace the item Farfetch'd is holding with a retro mail. You will know you've performed the glitch correctly if the mail is filled with question marks. Don't add a message, just press OK. So why are the glitch not working? With the pictures that it's showing on this, the Mr. Mime in the picture still has mail. Hold on. Hold on. now if I do this, now if I do this, and now if I give it retro mail, yes, okay, there we go, we got it figured out. Mr. Mime also had to now be holding a mail. Looks like that. And now, if I do this, clicked OK. Instead, the retro mail will turn to a duplicate that can be placed in the bag. So now there should be 5. There is. Okay. So we're gonna run a test real quick. That's still there. There we go. Holy crap, we got the glitch to work. So that brings us to the next fun endeavor of I'm just gonna go through and do this a bunch of times. Which sounds a bit exploitive, but I mean, come on. The glitch is available for people to mess with. Yeah, it's whittling down the retro mail. So I'm literally just replacing every single one of those retro mails with the Master Ball. You know what this means then officially. If I recreate this with other stuff, this will also duplicate TMs. This will also duplicate rare candies. This will also duplicate lucky eggs. That's a sick idea. Okay, so I need to do a little bit of mental research real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. Plus 1, 2, 3. So it looks like specifically for what I've been wanting to try to mess around with, I need 14 of these Master Balls. There is a point for that number 2. And it actually relates to the next set of events going on. Actually, I wonder something. So that should say 5 now. No. Now it's 5. Say 6 now. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna make a quick interference on something real quick. Could also do this with nuggets, technically. What I want to do actually involves you. There's literally only one dragon scale in this entire game, and it's just from the one that I just got. So I do want to duplicate this a little bit. Probably 3 should be enough. Just as a safety precaution. So, the fun problem / situation as to why I'm even trying to duplicate this is I had an idea, and it's a horrible idea. A really horrible idea. What I want to do is I want to go through the process of trying to catch legendaries both on LeafGreen and Emerald. Oh wait, I gotta add 2 more to Emerald, actually. So the new number I actually need is 16. That's the wrong floor. And just massive brain fart, don't mind me. So here's the events / situation that's going on. There is Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno. There is the one Snorlax that I left behind, and then there's Mewtwo. On Emerald, there are the 3 Reggies, Kyogre and Rayquaza. There is a specific reason I skipped Groudon. And there is Kecleon. We also have the inclusion of potentially something additional which requires the extra Master Balls, but I'll need your guys' approval on that to do it. But the intention is for me to try to actually shiny hunt those. And those are going to be a massive pain in the butts to deal with. So the plan would be to, if I try to shiny hunt them, I need a Master Ball to do it. Because I don't want the situation to end up being where I shiny hunt for them and it ends up resulting in me not being able to catch it because it gets defeated. No mistakes. Just the moment that we see it's a shiny, immediately throw the Master Ball out. So the reason why there's the additional factor of Groudon being missing. I'm running a test on that. I have a copy of Ruby that I'm actually playing on my own accord. That's just attached physically to a DS. It's not on this screen at all, it's just literally handheld mode. I took a picture of it to show it on Twitter. The intention is I want to see how bad of a situation it is if I do want to try to shiny hunt. Right now, at least, I can only really go like 1 hour at a time, just because of trying to make sure that things like this actually get recorded and such, or also because of the factor of stuff going on outside of the online thing, most of the time work-related specifically. Did I remember? I did not remember to. That's fun. Of course we have no internet for it. But anyways. So far with the several days, which I think we're now on day 4 or 5 today, I'm trying to go through to get a shiny to spawn. It's not appearing yet. Okay, so when I to try something. If I just do this, is this still going to? Yeah, it is. Now I should say 10. Yes, it should. I'll need to try this actually with my copy of FireRed, because it would be neat to get a second lucky egg. I was already able to get the lucky egg before with Pokemon XD. I think I've already explained that. Since it wasn't a legitimate obtaining method, then this legitimate duplicating method should also be feasible as well. Right? If I had any PP maxes as well, that'd be perfect to actually do the same thing. Might be a case where I have to do that with my copy of Ruby, save a PP max and transfer it over. Or with Emerald, that might work a little bit better. Maybe, I don't know. I'll figure something out. Infinite item glitch. This practically is an infinite item glitch. I know that's more than the 16 I need. Is there anything else I want to try to give this with? Yeah. Dragon Claw. Berry pouch. No. I already have enough experience shares. Yeah, we'll do one more. All right. Now it's time to remove everything. Abra. There's going to be a bunch of letters in my PC that just say Abra. Okay. So the premise for what essentially needs to happen is not good. Just to be completely honest. I wouldn't say I have the best odds in terms of trying to get a shiny to appear. But I mean, we've already established that in the many years of me playing these games, there's only been one instance of a legitimate find from the older games. I'm going to also do something to help me out. Otherwise, I might lose my mind. this all the way up to the top here. Because in the off chance that for some reason I spam too much and it end up accidentally trying to attack it, at least toxic is what's going to be used. So at least then I have one more turn to not screw it up. But now the fun begins. We actually need to get to our first objective point, where we're going to start the shiny hunting. And the thing is, I don't know how this is going to play out. I say that because I don't know if I actually want to try to, like, live stream this, and then just try to edit down the footage from that point. I don't know. There's a lot of things to think about. I'm only telling you guys this because with each of the different things that I have to do, it is going to put a delay on the videos. So until I get a better hold of what I want to do for this might be a turning point where there aren't any more videos of Pokemon Leaf Green to play. So that's at least where my first backup plan will be put into motion. And I actually have some older footage from the first channel that I will kind of run as decoys for the time being until I actually go through the process of successfully getting the shiny encounters. A lot of work going into it for something that may or may not have any payoff. But see, the thing at the end of the day is, though, I've never tried to do this before. It would be neat to try to do, but I kind of have to give the whole principle of how it's going to have to work. So let me run a test. What I would do is I would start the encounter like this. There is no speed increase. I mean, I could speed increase it. I might try to do that, but we'll see. And then, if it comes out as a shiny, we catch it. If we don't, we just do that. There is speed increases on this. It feels like it's 4 times the speed, or maybe it's double the speed. Unfortunately, I may actually have to take off the headphones when I do this, because I can already tell I'm going to get pretty annoyed by the sound. Try to get the mouse in a spot that way I can just easily maneuver it. It does mean that bar on the bottom will probably be present for a good while. So time-wise, for how long it would take for this, let me just let this run through like that. Okay, so we're going to start it off here. It was at 45 seconds on the recording. By the time that I start the fight, it's about 15 seconds. So, keeping that in mind, that gives me 4 attempts a minute. Okay. I'm trying to figure out more of these things out. Regardless of the situation, that is where I'm going to leave things off for this time. Because again, I got a lot of pieces to figure out how to make this work. We will see you guys in the next episode, which will be sometime.